We shall now discuss how we are going to write an algorithm using the Hero's formula or Hero's method. In order to calculate the area of a triangle using Hero's formula, it is done like this. We say area is square root of this complete bracket opens s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Here a, b and c happen to be the length of the three sides of a triangle. And S is known as a semi-perimeter whose value is A plus B plus C all added together divided by 2. So before we solve a problem, we need to first understand what data we require. We require A, B and C. S is going to be calculated and area is also going to be calculated. So we will input from the user only A, B and C. So when you're writing algorithm, you must write this step 1 colon and then you say start. Whatever is in this square brackets, okay, whatever is in the square bracket is trying to explain the next step. So I am trying to read the values of length of the three sides A, B and C. So what will be the statement? It will be input A comma B comma C. So let us say I enter the values in step number 2. In step number 1, everything is a dash. In step number 2, I am reading values into A, B and C. Let us say this is 10, this is 20, okay, and this is, let's say, 30, okay, or not, let's say it should be 20. Okay, let's make it 10, 20, 20. It's fine. So here if you see the sum of any two sides is greater than the third side. That's very important. If you see that if you give invalid triangle where the sum of any two sides is not greater than the third side, you will not get the correct result. So here I'm asking the user to enter the length of the three sides of a triangle A, B and C. What is the next step? I need to first calculate this semi-perimeter. So I'm saying in step 3, compute semi-perimeter S. S is also a variable. So S is A plus B plus C divided by 2. Once you compute the semi-perimeter, you are left with calculating the area using this particular formula. Then what I do is I say compute the area. So whatever is written in the square brackets is an explanation of the next steps. So it's an English-like explanation. You are advised to write it because whoever is reading your algorithm easily understands what you're trying to do. Now area is square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Here you need to understand this square root, we are using a ready-made program which is calculating the square root of this particular value. So whatever is the value of this, the inner bracket will lead to certain value. It could lead to a value 200, 300, whatever it is. That value is sent to square root. So square root will calculate the value of 300 and give it to area. And finally in step number, this should be step number 5. Pardon me. This step number 4 has come out twice. It should be step number 5. Okay, this is step number 5. In step number 5 I am printing the calculated area, so I am saying output area. And step number 6, now this should obviously be step number 6. In step number 6 I am coming to say end of algorithm or halt. So here you see step number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So what, let's go through this program. Step number 2, I am reading values a, b and C, that is the length of the three sides. In every step till the end, these values do not change. Okay, step number 3, it is the same. 20 plus 10, 30, 30 plus 2, 50, 50 upon 2 is 25, yes is 25. Here in next step, these values remain the same. So I'll just write it like this. These remain the same, except that area is calculated here. Okay, I do not know what is the value of area because I'll have to do this calculation. The calculation is not important because the computer does it for us. So it will give us certain value. So that particular value is going to be stored in area. Once it is stored in area, on the next step, I am displaying the value of the area. Whatever is that value of the area, I am displaying it on the screen. And last step, I am ending or halting the algorithm. Just to re-summarize, you should write exactly the way it's written, colon, start and end or exit should be there, and whatever each step should be explained putting this square bracket, because that is what the convention. This is not the way everybody writes algorithm. There are actually no rules and regulations for writing algorithm. Each person can write different way, but since in your PUC syllabus they are following this, it's good to follow it, so the people who are correcting the paper really understand what you're doing. So please do write these particular comments when you're writing the code.